we are going to catch the start of the race this time.
Mama made it.
Mama made it. Hopefully the stream is on. Can either of you confirm that for me?
Well, it came up saying that you were broadcasting, so I assumed it was working.
Yeah, it's on.
Perfect.
Hello and welcome to the SLR SidePOD. Back for episode 17. For some reason the cars ain't going, and I'm very confused why. I'm guessing that's due to Freeman leaving the session. Great. 5 red lights, and away we go. Yeah, I was just gonna quickly announce that while, you know. Oh, and leaderboard instantly messed up. Why am I not surprised? Yes, of course, as usual, we will be watching the Wednesday race as as we go through the SLR SidePOD, and there's a big crash at turn 2 already. not even 2 cars.
I'm not
already a safety car.
I'm not that struck. I'm really not.
Actually, the amount of 5-second time penalties that are going on my screen right now were incredible. Incredible.
A safety car, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's about 7 or 8 cars involved in that incident, which is just great. And I think one of them isn't actually in the race at this moment in time. And the leaderboard still hasn't sorted itself out. Dingelhoffen has retired from the session. Anyway, so of course this is SidePOD, so we will be discussing a topic tonight. We will be discussing following the amazing win by Gasly with, I think it was like 6 million, no, it wasn't 6 million, 600,000 something odds to 1.
That was for
him to win, and yeah, and in that order, with of course Sainz second after an amazing drive from the McLaren driver and the racing point of Lance Stroll. So yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about Lance Stroll personally. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, on the back of that amazing win by Pierre Gasly, we will be talking about one-hit wonders and the weird world of people who were good enough to win, or good enough to do it again.
Can I just mention one guy there? Just
go ahead.
I just realized that you just described yourself perfectly.
Nah, I won a championship, mate.
I was gonna say,
one-hit wonders in terms of a championship. You're a one-hit wonders in terms of seasons or championships. You won.
You wouldn't exactly call Nico Rosberg a one-hit wonder, would you?
No, but I mean, how often have you won races in the championship season?
That's because I've got stuck in Div 2 as a place where I'm not competitive, because you're in there.
You're just mad because I said your name now. You're just mad.
You know, Clock, by any chance, have you got like a list of like how many wins everyone's got?
It's on the website.
That might be a good idea, yeah.
Is it? Well, I'll have a look
just
at
look at the website.
SLR
Yeah.
one-hit wonders then, as well as real life ones, why not? Okay.
Anyway, let's stop with the discussion about me. Yes, exactly. Clock getting in the way of me doing my job as usual. Yeah. So, of course, we usually have 5 or 6 people in the party at one time in the SidePOD. However, today we do not. We have myself, Icon76, as your host as usual for the SidePOD, and we have Owen, who is my newly appointed co-host until either Steve comes back in, or I don't know what else is gonna be the case there. I think
I'm
disappointed.
Acting. What's it?
Co-host for the time being.
Okay. Yeah.
And of course, the Clock himself, Sotia Clock, is in Lamparte. Still hasn't got an SLR gamer tag, which annoys the hell out of me.
But that's why I haven't got it.
Just because it annoys me. You love me really, Clock. When I'm not here.
You haven't had any of your drinks today, so I don't
I am
love you
drinking.
yet.
I told you earlier.
You gotta,
I'm already halfway through this
gotta,
beer.
gotta drink the right thing though.
What was he drinking?
Just a second, Owen.
he actually does it well. I love it how he always does it when I'm here.
Did you hear that?
Listen to sound. Could you tell that also? If you're an experienced drinker or not?
Hey, sorry.
I didn't even hear it. Horrible.
Fucking hell. I
He
haven't had
doesn't seem
whiskey
like
straight
he's
for a while.
enjoying it.
I haven't had whiskey straight in about 5 months. So, yeah. I've only had whiskey and coke because of I died while drinking whiskey straight last time, so I've sort of decided not to I don't know what's going on, but Evoke Replay just retired on track and it's just caused a lot of problems for every driver ever. So yeah.
Thanks.
Under safety car no less, so they're already bunched up. Yeah. Bad call from the Racing Point driver. We see playing Teddy in a wall somehow. During the safety, okay, that's confusing as hell. But yeah, Hamjam is in the lead, and we will continue to the actual topic because I have talked and dawdled too much already. Thank you all for watching. Who is watching at the moment? Hopefully the content does get better. So yeah, let's dive into the first person I wanted to mention, who is the guy whose name I absolutely love. So, the winner of the 1961 French Grand Prix, Giancarlo Baghetti. What a name! I love it. 12th, and of
He was
course,
so
won
excited
in the
about
front.
her name was spaghetti. Really?
It's Baghetti! Spaghetti. Get it? Spaghetti. Giancarlo Baghetti. I'm sorry, that's great. Alright. Anyway, let's go back to the seriousness. He won in the Ferrari 156. I have no idea if that means anything to anyone, but it's got a weird nose. That's how you can tell it apart from other Ferraris of the era. Technically, if included non-championship points races, Giancarlo Baghetti wouldn't actually be on the list of one-hit wonders because he has won 3 F1 events technically. I have no idea what that word says. I think it's called Syracuse and Naples races. Yeah, so yeah, he has only won 1. And that was in 1961. That was a long time ago.
Driving
But I
the
think I've
lovely
lied to you,
shark
Owen.
nose.
Yes, I couldn't remember the nickname of it. Yeah, the weird. If you look at it, it's got like 2 holes in the front and a weird pointy bit. Of like the classic Ferraris, and it's I hate it, but it's so funny to look at. Yeah, basically it just looks like it's got a little shark nose. And yeah, I think I've technically lied to you, Owen. Because I said I looked at this list and there's no one on the grid currently that is actually on the list. I may be wrong because technically he's I think it's a test driver for Alfa Romeo. Robert Kubica, or Kubica, I don't know how. He won the 2008 Canadian Grand Prix, and if I'm correct, it was in the BMW Williams? Or was it in the BMW Sauber?
Yeah, also.
BMW Sauber
Either way.
was.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
Anyway, it was in a
Sauber, yeah.
BMW.
I know BMW.
Yeah, after the previous year, he had a bad. I think it was either the previous year or the year before that. He had a massive crash for which his car actually flipped 4 times after an incident with, I think it was one of the Red Bull drivers. After he was pretty dominant in that race, came back in 2008 and won that Grand Prix. Of course, since then he has not exactly been in fit driving state after going into the Williams last season for what was a pretty piss poor season for Williams as a whole
Still got a
and
point.
for Kubica. Yes, he was the only Williams driver to get a point that season, so one hit wonder for Williams in 2019.
Gotta
Yeah.
say though, massive shout out to BMW Sauber for actually taking the lead of the Drivers' Championship in Kubica when he won that race, and then the week
Yeah.
after deciding to stop development on the car to focus on 2009, and then they finished almost last in 2009 and dropped out after that year.
Yeah.
So well done.
I thought they dropped out halfway through 2009. I thought that was like the big story of it. That they dropped out halfway through 2009.
Yeah, maybe
When-
whenever I don't remember when they dropped out, but obviously they of course raced the whole season, so I meant like that they like
Fair
dropped
enough.
out, stopped racing at the end of the season. That's what I meant.
Yeah, true. I just got a random notification and I have no idea what that was. Okay. I believe this has great importance to our who were dedicating this kind of podcast to Pierre Gasly, who of course is a Frenchman, and I think it was the last Frenchman to win a race was actually Olivier Panis, if I'm correct, Clark?
Correct, you are correct.
I know.
I am correct.
Was it 96, wasn't it?
Yep, in 1996, Olivier Panis won at the Monaco Grand Prix. His actually only win to make him also a one-hit wonder. He started 14th,
Bodes well
and
for
after
Gasly, doesn't it?
yeah, but due to the mistakes of others, including seven-time world champion Michael Schumacher, actually made some aggressive passes as well to claim first place. Which I've watched bits of that race, and that was a pretty stupid race, if I'm honest. With how like there was cars crashing everywhere and people making really bad mistakes. You thought, oh, so these people are all amateurs then. And even Michael Schumacher was one of them. So
Heavy
yeah,
rain,
it just
three cars finished. Maybe four.
Three.
oh, that was the 3-car finish race.
Yeah, it was.
Yikes.
Hill was having the lead, but he retired from an engine blowout,
Yeah,
and he sadly never won at Monaco. For all
Which
you
is
Damon
very
Hill fans
unfortunate.
who wanted him to do that.
I would also like to quickly give a shout out to Williams F1, who have recently had their family leave them, as Claire Williams and the rest of the Williams family have actually withdrawn from the team, which I find actually quite sad and unfortunate for them, as it's been a family-run team since literally day one, with some of the greatest cars F1 has ever seen. I would like to give a shout out to their last F1 winner and one-hit wonder, Pastor Maldonado, who won in the 2012 Spanish Grand Prix after defending magnificently from Fernando Alonso, and then taking back the position in what was a weird pit stop, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but yeah, after he qualified on pole, led for quite a lot of the race, got Fernando in the pits, and then won the race, which was literally the last race Williams F1 has won. With, of course, a car that is now literally at the bottom of the grid. It's not always at the bottom of the grid. There has been some stellar performances from both George Russell and Nicholas Latifi. To put that car above its station, fighting the literal Ferraris that were dominating, and there's another safety car in the Wednesday race.
And Stroke
cool.
wants an invite, it says in the chat. If you want.
To the game or to the party?
Yes, to the game. He's probably lagged out.
Oh, I hadn't seen that, so Invite. I can't invite him to the game. It's not letting me.
Oh no.
Give me a second. I've figured out. Just
Figured
trying
out.
to
The
get
same
into
thing
stream
as you
time.
would
Yeah.
do if you were inviting somebody to buy into the game from.
Yeah,
Tom's
I
game.
got it.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay, Owen. So if you would take a one-hit wonder on the top of your head, then what could you come up with one?
Okay.
If you could think of one, could you think of one without cheating?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I think
I was going to say,
there's
well,
two.
Maldonado was quite obvious recently, wasn't
Yeah, there's two
Yeah.
more obvious ones, I'd say. At least one, at least for me, but I'm a bit weird, especially when it comes to the statistics. But the winner of the 1995 Canadian Grand Prix is pretty famous,
he? Is it?
and it is. And you certainly know the driver that won the 2004 Monaco Grand Prix, but it's a bit under the radar. So
Yeah, I
don't
was-
think you
yeah.
would know.
Yeah, no, it's really.
But you start, yeah, exactly, truly. I mean, you
I know that
truly
because
is.
I'm a big Fernando Alonso fan, and he was Fernando Alonso's teammate.
Well, since you sound like you had no clue about the 1995 Canadian Grand Prix, I'll tell you that it was John Alesi who won in that Ferrari. And
Was
it was
it?
very He was very popular because John Alesi was one of the most popular drivers on the grid.
Yeah, you got to. Well, I've got to brush up my history.
Do you know what? I feel
started
stupid
watching
now
sport in
since you said that.
2007, so
Yeah, I feel stupid now that you've said John Alesi.
Why? Did you think it was?
Because he's actually the top of my list on the thing I've got.
Oh. Oh god. I don't think there's anyone else that really I can think of off the top of my head who's obvious. I'm sure there's a lot of one race winners, but there's gonna be a lot of them in the 70s and the 60s that you don't know of.
Remember
so the
really
most
well, yeah.
recent.
I know this
one
is-
that's done Maldonado, yeah. Other
Yes,
than,
yes.
I guess you can say.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Technically,
Maldonado,
yeah.
Maldonado gassed it, Kubica.
I'm trying to
Sure.
think.
I know there's a Swedish one, Nelson.
Of course.
Won the race.
Sweden.
He won the Belgian Grand Prix. It was like 76 or 77.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know how that race panned out. I just know that he won. Because he's Swedish, so.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah, Owen, I imagine you have. Have you looked at the SLR one-hit wonders? We'll go
I
over
have.
them for a bit.
Do you want to have a guess how many there are first?
50. Nah, only 15.
God.
If I correctly, there are 28. However, I think there's one of them that actually isn't. So,
Alright.
yeah.
Who's the one who
I might have it.
I think Zydred hasn't won a race now, because he did after the race report, but I don't think he actually ended up winning a race this season.
I might have forgot to change.
Because, because Ham did
Wouldn't surprise me.
an appeal. So technically it's 27. So I'll go from the top
Alright.
of this list.
Although
Yeah,
we'll
so-
have to make a little note that drivers who are still in the league might not be a one-hit wonder in the future.
Yeah.
I just want to say that we don't
Yes. Yeah.
deem them one-hit wonders, but at the moment they are one-hit wonders. If that makes sense.
Well, shall I go through
Yeah.
the drivers that I can tell don't race in the league anymore and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
That
see
might
if
be a
we
good idea,
remember them. We'll see if we remember them.
Yeah.
Like, you Callum or me, and we can say if we can.
Yeah, so the first name, because Evoke still is in the league, isn't he? He's racing tonight, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then
Well,
you
he's
can
actually
say
out
him
of
then.
the race.
Yeah.
He's been a bit on and off, yeah, so he isn't, well, first name on the list. We've got, is it Furloru 810? Is the
Yeah,
I'm
I remember
sorry.
him. He was in the one
Uh,
in season 1. I think he did like 1-2 races in season 2 or season 3 as well. He was Spanish, I think.
What was
Can't
his
remember
name,
what-
sorry?
For Laura.
Furloru.
Oh, him. Oh, right. I know. Yeah.
We
I remember him.
have. Is it for? It's Harrison is his name. Is the first. It's just that. But then there's the.
Yeah,
I
as well
remember
as
Harrison.
Summers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
as well. He was there for like 2 or 3 seasons. He was a good driver, solid.
Remember talking to him
SF1 Jezza.
Let's just move on.
Yep. Skip that one, please.
Okay. BOR Hamilton.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember
he
Hamilton.
was actually my teammate in Division 1 in Season
Yeah.
1 when I got moved up in the McLaren. And he
remember
won.
that, that was funny.
I remember the race he won. I think it was USA he won, and I played a massive part in that race by playing second driver, extending my
Oh, did you let him through or something?
and I extended my first stint ridiculously long, so I could hold up the cars ahead of him.
Oh, right. That's good.
So I just held
What
up
track
my
was
car. It was USA, I think. I just held. I remember holding. I can't remember if he won or not, but I think it was the one he won. But I held him up like ridiculously, so he caught them up, and I didn't score any points because I screwed my race so much. But I made him score good points. So yeah, I remember that
fair
one.
enough.
Next up is YOLO Gamer. 666.
Oh god, YOLO Gamer.
Yeah, another season 1 Division 1 driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good one. That was my first to
He
say.
went
I
on
think
to drive in WOR, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he won. I think the race he won was Bahrain season 2, I would say, but I don't.
Well, possibly. Next up is the Ghost. He was actually
I don't remember that one.
the driver.
He was a
I
dip.
took. I took his seat in the Ferrari when I came back last season.
He was a
the
Div
seat I
2
took.
driver. He was the Div 2 driver in season 2. He won Baku, and then he left, and then he came back for a couple of races last season, and then he left again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
remember
remember.
Anyway, the next man is Vicker Man.
I remember Vicker Man.
Yeah, I have a very
I
small
remember-
memory of him, so I'm not really.
Yeah, we've
I
got
don't remember-
Killmonger.
I remember
Killmonger.
Killmonger. He was great.
Yeah, but he was a very likable guy in Division
Yeah.
1, season 1, season 2.
Yeah, next name I actually thought he had more than just one. Mandis Game the Boss. I remember that name quite a bit because
I thought he did as
he
well.
raced with me quite a lot early on.
Yeah, I thought he had more than one win.
Yeah, he was quick. I remember him. He was in Division 2. It was probably, I think it was China or something he won, because I remember him being really quick at the
Yeah.
beginning of one of the seasons.
The next name is also somebody that left last season. We've got MRC Loki. I think he won a race in
Yeah.
Div 3 last season, didn't he? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so.
I remember doing some sort of points. I think he won and then got moved up or something like that. It was quite early. I want to say that was something like China as well. Next up, I think he left quite recently. Father Corps.
Yes, he was supposed to race in Div 2 this season, but due to inactivity and, of course, not actually showing up for anything, yeah, he was removed from our list.
Yeah, next. Oh, and there's one more who left very, very recently, and that is the last one of the ones that are no longer in the league, and that is the Jocko.
Jocko's
the
left.
most-
Yeah,
he left after
in,
Bahrain this year.
Yeah. I
That
can't remember
might
what race he actually
include
won,
some
though.
people. I don't know. Oh, he won Canada last year, didn't he?
Oh yeah, we
No,
had
Canada, Austria.
Yeah, he went from last
Yeah, no, it's
to
Canada.
victory, didn't he? It was
Yeah,
Canada.
that's
Yeah,
the
he did.
first.
He had a because he got a quality ban in Monaco when he crashed and went onto the track and ruined the lap of like 5 people, including myself. Then he got a qualifying ban and then he won.
It's funny because in that Canada race, because he was my teammate, during that Canada race, he actually screwed me over so badly because during the start, he pulled across on me and caught my wheel and put me into the wall. That was great. He didn't get a penalty for it for some ungodly reason. Yeah.
Yeah, tell us the ones who still in lead and who can still who can still
I'm just counting how many there
get
are.
rid of
So there's
this,
16.
yeah.
16.
So these 16 people can still, they can still get rid of the
and
one.
still increase the more than one. And hopefully I'll get onto this list at some point, but I mean, my highest finish is 5th, and that was last weekend, so I can't put anything too high just yet. First up, as I was saying, Evoke, because he's written on it. He's had one win.
I'm surprised Evoke's only had one win.
Hey, sorry?
I'm surprised Evoke has only had one win. I'm sure he'd done more wins like that, but...
Funny thing is that one win was in season 1 in Bahrain. He in Division 2. He won the race ahead of me, and then he got moved up straight away.
Next up is current Mercedes driver in Div 3, Deadpool.
Yeah. I think that was in season 3 you won that. I can't remember what track
actually. I can't remember at all, to be honest.
Then we've got our very own
Can't remember what, sorry? So you cut out a bit, sorry.
our very own league owner, Scott.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it was Baku, which the track we're doing this week. That's the one he won. He also had his famous turn in Baku as well, so...
The 36-point turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks. Next up is the current Renault driver in Division 1, which is SLR Kolka.
Oh, Kolka.
Yeah, I can't remember actually either when she won. It was probably the race last season or something, but I'm confident she will win the rest of the season though, if she keeps getting...
Yeah, she shows some really impressive.
Did you see the race on Friday with Kolka in it? She realistically should have won that race. Yeah. She
definitely had a very good chance of winning. Nikki ruined that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that was, she looked like she was going to have a really good race. Next up is your teammate Callum Venom. He's had 1 win with them.
Damn, I thought he'd had more, to be honest, but...
Yeah, he's only had the 1, and that was the last season as well, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so. What was it?
I was just going to say that's another one that I don't have a clue when he actually won.
We've got a few elite drivers, so 2 elite drivers coming up next. And the first of that is Paraquix.
Oh, he's only won one.
I'm not sure if he actually won in Division 2 though, because he was in Division 2 for a bit, so it might have been a Division 2 win and then getting moved up. He's been a bit on the verge all the time, yeah, he was in Division 2 for a bit, from the start of Season 3, I think.
Before my time then. Following him on the list is Ryan Jones.
Well, I remember that he won. That was in Monza last season. I actually commentated that race, so I remember that very well.
Yeah, because I remember it very well because I got massively moaned at because when I did my end of the season review, I got the race report mixed up and I did the quali result and I thought that was the race result, so I said Freeman got after he got pole, it was actually Ryan Jones's win. So that's pretty good. Then we've got 2 winners from last year. I don't actually remember when the second one won, but I know they were both last season in Division 2 as well. We've got Singapore was won by Division last year.
Yes, it was, yeah.
Yeah. Who was your teammate last year as well?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, nice. Then we've got another current Division 1 driver who was Silly Bunny. I don't actually remember him winning a race, but I'm pretty sure it was last season, because like Brazil or something he won. remember.
I thought he won Mexico, didn't he? I thought he won...
No, Cameron won.
I might be wrong, but I thought...
I've got it
Was
somewhere,
he in the
but I
Haas
can't remember
last
to
year?
look. Well, actually, I'll be able to find out for you. I've got it on Excel somewhere. Let's quickly get this up. I've got the Excel up on my phone. Counting names in my hand.
Look how dedicated you are.
Yeah. Anyway, it's quite. And then I believe all of these ones are from this season. The next ones. So,
Yeah.
how about you guys have a guess while I wait for this to come up?
Oh god, don't do this to me.
How many are they?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nikki?
There's one
There's
more.
one more than once.
There's one, two. There's two.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be Race Roller one only once in Division 1, and
Yep,
he's gonna be there.
that's one of them.
Then it's gonna be people like, I don't know if Hypers has won one race.
He's won
Dodge
two.
could be there.
He's a second name. I've also got confirmation that Silly Bunny won this race in Brazil last season.
Oh, right, fair enough. I don't know why I thought
Yeah,
it was
but-
Mexico.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah, so we've actually got two that are in this season, and they both had one win each. And, they're not teammates anymore, if that hints the clue. But they're both teammates to the other 7.
Oh,
I know
god.
that what about
Is it Cheesy and Connor?
Oh, well, Cheesy is one of them, but Cheesy, Connor wasn't his teammate. Connor hasn't won the race yet, I believe.
What about Rando guy?
Oh.
Did he win a race?
Yeah, Rando's
No.
got one
was it?
win in Division 3, which leaves us with 2 more.
Oh, god. You're testing my knowledge of my own division here.
Yeah, one of them is in Division. Who was Cheesy Train's teammate?
Oh, fuck you. Because I haven't really paid attention to the Haas this year. Was it Plain Teddy?
Hey?
No, Plain Teddy's in the Alpha, isn't he?
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
He got a podium last week.
Zach?
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah, it
won
was Zach.
Australia.
Yeah.
And
Oh, me, I forgot. I completely forgot.
finally, in Division 3, because I believe it was a division, was in a Division 3 that he won, Craig FK.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, he didn't win in Div 2. He won in Div 3. He won in his debut race in Div 3 after we demoted him to that.
Yeah.
So,
Although I think we can
Because
already
he was-
remove Cycle Speeds from the one hit wonders list because he actually is the season 3 Division 3 champion, so even though he's only got 1 win. Cycle's Beast.
yeah,
he,
he won. Yeah,
he won the
Really?
championship in season 3. Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he only had 1 win. Well, he didn't even have
Yes.
it.
So he didn't win it all. He didn't win it all. He still won the championship.
That's impressive, isn't it?
It is because Dorsey and Smoke are winning most of the races that season.
Oh,
They
yeah,
left
of course they were,
after they left after Russia, I think. Or before Russia, sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it
But he
ended up
still-
that he actually, won.
He still didn't win though from Russia and later, or he never capitalized on retirement either.
Pretty sure that's the only reason why I was put into Div 2 and not Div 3 when I joined the league. Was just because we were quite low on numbers in Div 2 at the time.
Yeah.
And and the fact that I basically joined because I was basically a Beast Mega fan in chat. And Ranga knew, of course, that we were related. And he was like, oh, well, Beast has got
Yeah.
his teammates to just open up, so you can take that. I was like, oh, okay.
He was actually telling me not one of those idiots again from that family, but he didn't say that, of course. No.
Yeah, the two men coming together is by that point.
Not how.
Oh, not the hounds
I remember
again.
the first time we
Fucking hell.
talked to him was in F2. You randomly joined an F2 race and we were in the same party together, and I absolutely screwed the strategy because we were in Germany.
Oh yeah, surely we talked before that in season 3.
We might have, but I'm not. I haven't got a great memory, mate. You tested
Yeah, no,
me
I
here.
do remember that season. I guess season 1 of F2 in Germany was not very fun. But were you one of them that spun on the formation app as well as me and Beats?
Yeah. I actually
Yeah, it was
spun
us three
because
that
of
all
you and
span on
Beast.
the formation lap, and we were just creasing in the party.
I was trying. It was funny because I was trying to practice not using traction control in the
Oh dear.
F2 cars, which is like walking on ice, basically.
Yeah.
And the moment I took it off, I was like, oh, I can actually drive now, because every other corner I'd be nearly spinning, and yeah. I went into the pits, and you know that stupid glitch that is still in this game, where it changes your car, even changes your tire, even though you've chosen like a wet tire or whatever. Yeah, it put me onto softs, and I had to try and make it work, which it didn't. And I ended up not actually finishing that race, if I remember correctly. And then gave up 2 races later from F2 because I hated F2 so much. Yeah, that was a great race. Did you join the admin team in season 4, the Div 2?
Yeah. Yeah, it was in Germany actually. I think it was my first race as admin. Also lasted 4 laps. Because I don't know if you remember, I jumped the start quite badly.
Oh yeah.
And I almost wiped out Beast from the lead off the start. Because I thought, well, oh no, this is not going to go well. So I just basically just went on. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And I just continued on like nobody's business, and then pitted. And I was actually quite quick, so I was really catching up with everybody else. And then by the time I got to everyone else, I put myself into a barrier, which is quite clever. Mission Germany.
Yeah.
I did quite like that track.
Not gonna lie. Yeah, I
Only
remember
one of the only
Germany
tracks I actually liked.
I remember Germany last year was quite an interesting race for each division, because in Div 2 it was like stupid, like some of the moves and overtakes that were happening. I got took out twice in the span of like 5 corners by some, I can't remember his name, but he was a douche. I'm trying to be tame here. Yeah, I was on for a podium and got took out twice and ended up dead last and just gave up. I just couldn't bring myself, after being, you know, struggling in Div 2, then possibly getting a podium, to then being at the back of the grid. I was like, I'm just gonna drive, whether I finish or not is up to the gods of F1.
It's like it's almost like as soon as the decisions about a new division becoming, you're like, well, I know where I'm going.
Yeah. I didn't have a choice. I was like, alright, so Ranga literally proposed it to me the same day. He asked me whether I wanted to be head admin or not. I was like, alright. So he's like, well, we're making a new division. It's gonna be you, so and so, 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 and so and so. And I was like, alright, okay. Was it the same day he asked me? No, I think it was like the week before he asked me. And I was like, oh, that'll be a good, so who are you thinking of head of admin? Well, I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna ask him in a minute, in a few days or something like that. And then I was, it's funny because I had actually asked him if we could have a talk, because I wanted to quit being an admin and a steward. And he went, that's a bit awkward. I was actually going to offer you the position as head admin. I went, oh, really?
Well.
Oh, damn, fair enough. And I ended up staying on Beast admin team, and then of course becoming head admin. Which I am not great at, but I'm trying. I mean, the races go ahead pretty well. We don't usually get any problems. It's usually me forgetting to change a setting in the lobby, which yeah, my bad. Stupid idea. But never mind.
Don't say
I
don't
thought
say
like
that
it
you're
went
not
quite
great
well, though,
at
to be
anything.
fair. I thought it
Yeah,
worked
it was
quite well, just how we had... it was a night race in Div 3 and a day race in Div 2. It just kind of felt quite right, because Div 2, everyone in the UK was raced in the daytime, and Div 3 was raced in the night
right,
time
yeah,
for
yeah.
everyone. And I thought that was actually quite clever, technically.
Wink, wink,
I don't know
nudge, nudge,
why.
all planned.
Yes, it was all
As he
planned
rolls
to
his
start
eyes
with.
and looks away. Yeah, that was It's because I was actually I can't remember who I was talking to. Was I talking to you, Owen, or was I talking to someone
No,
else?
I was in love.
Yeah, I was talking to Scope. That's who I was talking to, because I was like getting ready to put the lobby together, and I invited Scopes to the party, and I ended up forgetting to actually save my setup from time trial, so I had to go out of the lobby and set up. Excuse me, so sorry. So I'd set up this lobby with nighttime ghosting on, so it was all perfect. And then I forgot my I forgot my setup from time trial, so I quickly went onto that and just completely forgot about the nighttime race because I was stressed with people leaving constantly and rejoining, and I was like, oh
That
god.
was happening though. That wasn't that great. We had a lot of problems, didn't we? I don't know why, but yeah, I still enjoyed it.
It was the same
debut
4
race.
people.
So I guess you could say my debut race was my return to Div 2 at the same time. So I felt that was quite cool though, because it was like my 20th race overall in SLR and my 15th in Div 2. I thought it was quite clever.
Yeah.
Quite neat.
Spot on.
Well, that's only technically though, because actually I figured it out and it didn't include the 2 races that got red flagged and we didn't get results for. So Mexico in season 3 and Hungary in season 4, they didn't count. So actually, only 2 races technically.
But Mexico in season 3 was dispatched completely.
Yeah, that's the same with
We
country.
completely we
Since
completely
they
abandoned
were
that one.
exactly they never were an SLR race in the end. They were completely wiped.
Yeah, as someone who participated in that Mexico race, that was, to put it frankly, and I'm sorry for swearing, it was a shit show. It was an absolute mockery of...
have flooded open.
Shut up. It was an absolute mockery of a race. I did quite well that race. That was a race I did like very well in, and then of course it just got deleted from the history.
I crashed out of that race.
I thought that was...
Because Wrangler sent me a message, because this was like before I was like before we had Discord and everything like that.
Yeah.
It was all quite like, I wouldn't say it was we weren't that well run as we are now back then, and it was all quite scary. And I just had Wrangler message me. He was like, oh, how did you feel? We've had a lot of feedback, and there's possibility like the race is going to get disbanded. Well, what do you think we should do, or like should it be rerun? And I was like, I don't really care. I crashed out. And I was like, that's all I have to say. Like, I don't care if it stands, if it I don't know what to say. I don't care if it goes, if it stays. I was like, that's not really going to bother me.
Yeah, in the Div 2 admin chat, because of course we were in Facebook at that point, and I'd only been an admin for 2 races when this happened. Was it 2 races? Oh god, I can't remember when I actually got appointed as an admin. I think I got appointed like halfway through the season actually. But I was pretty new to being an admin, and I was like, oh, right, so what? I've never had this situation before, what do we do? Impodium went, well, we don't know. Rangard was in the chat saying whatever he was saying, and I can't really remember because it was so long ago and the chats have been since deleted. But I remember vividly Podium being mad. Like he was just going off it with I think he was going off it with Ranga because half of the grid wanted to rerun it and half didn't.
Wasn't
And
it
it ended
that
up
he
Talking
being-
about Mexico
would
now.
have won the
Talking about Mexico now.
championship that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was okay. The thing with Mexico was that it was scheduled rain for the start.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
was raining. It was raining, but we weren't dry tires. It was that like weird situation
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it's raining, but the tires are quicker. But then someone
Yeah.
read it up straight away, so I had to restart the lobby. When Podium made a new lobby, he made it dry because he together with myself used the
Use the clock. Owen?
Is he gone? Is his
I
mic
don't know.
disconnected?
Quickly check the party while I'm not still on board with this.
It's fine. The clock. I think your mic's gone.
went off there.
Yeah, I think. There we go.
Did you-
Where did I disappear?
Podium and I. That's what I think. That's about that.
Yeah, Podium and I,
Okay, so
and then just
so-
cut out.
yes, okay. So Podium and I agreed that since the race were gonna start on dries, we thought that it should start on dries again. So we put the weather on dry, just because you can't start on dries if you put the weather on wet. And
Yeah.
Ranga and BCT Legends used the knowledge that it was wet, so it should be wet. And I would say that I could understand both logics. I'm not sure what you would consider.
both,
Right now we have decided that we go for the weather, not the tires, but we hadn't really said anything about it back then. Also, it was the thing that me and Podium were teammates in McLaren, and Ranga and Legends were teammates in Haas. Me
Yeah.
and Podium were 1,
Yeah.
2.
I remember
Me and Podium were first, and they were second, and myself and Podium did actually win the Constructors' Championship in that race later on. So we were
Oh yeah.
not happy
That's right,
when...
'cause wasn't it?
Yeah,
You,
and
you
also-
could have won it in Japan.
Yeah, but that...
And it didn't.
No, it was like that, because we finished 1-2 in Japan. So no, it was like that.
Yeah.
Because I won Japan, I had a podium. But the thing is that Podium was fighting for the title as well with Legends.
Yeah.
And since Podium finished ahead of Legends, he also gained points in terms of the Drivers' Championship. So when that race got deleted, we lost the title, although it was only for a week, because we won it anyway next week. It was like Mercedes in real life. It was just a matter of time when we were going to win it, but I think
Yeah.
it was about the
We
points.
could have
as well,
won that
and it
week
was-
if it wasn't for the Mexico.
Yeah, it wasn't really about that, really. It was just that we lost points, we lost a good result, and he lost points that he had gained over Legends
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the Drivers' Championship, so it was a bit messy. And I think I talked about this before, but I was angry as well, and I did a protest race report, if anyone remembers. It's actually...
I remember that one.
It's
Yeah,
still
I remember
there,
reading
it's
that. That
still-
was
I think
funny.
I do.
It's... The headline is 3 dots, and there's I did no blog or nothing. It's just an
It was really
race
funny
report.
because I was actually in college when you posted that. I was reading that in the middle of a business lesson, going, "Oh my god, exactly fucking saying it. Oh my lord."
And then-
I was really
then
like,
I,
"Oh my
then I
god."
kind of realized that I'm fucking stupid. I can't behave like that. So then I
Yeah.
came to my senses. But
Even
yeah,
though you've since called someone a shit
It's-
driver on the race report.
that wasn't
called somebody out
that
for
wasn't
shit driving.
intentional. That wasn't intentional though. So there's a difference there.
Well, of course it was intentional. You writ it
We-
out,
we
and you're
almost-
the
yeah,
one
but-
who's
yeah, but-
controlling.
said last night. We were like,
The
this
thing
is really
is,
what that should be. That penalty.
Shit driving.
the
Yeah.
thing is
We were
that
like,
when we-
don't pull a rank, don't pull a clock.
The thing is that when we do the stewards, people tend to move on to instead so quick, so I can barely keep up with the writing.
Yeah.
So I just write something. So it was like, you know, when we come to the explanation, I just wrote shit driving, so I would remember like, oh, it's that incident. But then I forgot to change it when I was doing the race, when I was doing the actual report. So that's how it happened. It wasn't like I put, oh, that's shit driving. I'm just gonna accuse him of shit driving. It was an accident, but it's fine. I gave you all a nice little laugh.
Yeah, as well as Run the Jews. That was also on the same race
That was
report,
amazing.
if I remember correctly. That was great.
That was...
Was that on the race report before or the same race report? Because I
I don't
remember
know.
we talked
a
about
different
both
one, it's a
instances
different
in a podcast.
And before anyone
Yeah, we talked
wonders
about both
why
in the podcast.
before anyone wondered why I wrote "Run the Jews," it was because I was gonna write "Run the Jewels" as one of our drivers is called, but the L
it's
got
not
lost
anymore,
there
actually, it's changed its
somehow.
name.
Yeah,
Lost in translation somehow.
The L
You
got
managed-
lost
yeah, it's
there
just
somehow.
The L just went...
I mean,
Yeah.
I just didn't press the L when I was writing, and I didn't read it before I was posting it. It's simple as that. So
It's quite easy to scan over though, because L is quite a small letter,
Yeah.
isn't it, really? So...
Especially if it's not capitalized.
Anyway, we have kind of wandered off topic a little bit. We thought we were just three of us.
Okay, not gonna lie. When I proposed the topic, I hadn't really thought of how long it would probably go. And I think for what we actually, discussed, I think that was pretty much fine for the topic.
Got some-
And the discussion's
quiz
actually been quite
questions.
interesting. I've enjoyed the discussion that we've just had. So, I mean,
that
Yeah.
means, Callum. That means, what does it mean?
yeah.
Is it time?
That means it's time for the do. It's time for the
Wait.
Clocks quiz.
There is a
I've heard that
chance
all
we
week.
might be getting a fourth member for the
The last-
Who?
Who might that be?
because Steve has just fucked up.
Oh yeah,
have
he just
to hold
So
on.
there is a slim chance.
he just wrote hello guys in the chat, so he always adds there if he wants to.
Get in here, come on.
I wonder if he can.
Well, we can
Give
do
me
drivers
5
of the week
minutes to set up.
first, can't we? We can do drivers of the week
Yeah, I'll do
first.
drivers of the week
Let's do
now.
drivers of the
Yeah.
week.
You're gonna have to give me a second. So you just
Improvisation.
be prepared during the quiz. Yeah, if you just give me a second while I get up the results. I'm gonna find them now. Alrighty then. Of course, just before Clock's quiz, I will quickly announce the drivers of the week. Oh shit! As I drop my brand new phone, that's a great idea. Sorry.
Good job.
Yeah. So of course, at Monaco, the treacherous bitch that it is, we've had a couple incidents during this week, but of course we've had some fantastic drives as well. So your driver of the week
Okay,
in
yeah.
F2 is JH199 for the feature race. I'm not gonna read what Liam. He's just said he went for the late pole to win with late pressure from Ham.
Yeah,
Quickly.
I commentated the race, and I'm pretty sure he just was class of the field, really, especially off the start. I think
Yeah.
he got pole, which everyone was shocked by, considering how much the side has dominated pole over the last few weeks in F2. And he got the one-shot pole, JH, and then he got away well off the start and just did a really controlling race, which, to be fair, not many people expected. He's he's been quite unlucky in Div 1 this season, I think personally, Jake. He has got some really good pace, and so not many people really expecting it. But yeah, he just got away really well, and props to him.
Congratulations to JH for driver of the week for F2 in the feature race with a commanding performance, as we've just heard from Owen. So, of course,
That's me.
the F1 driver of the week, we have Div Free Zone SLR Gareth. Qualifying in 4th, but with a 5-place grid penalty, drops down to 9th. Up into 5th after 4 laps, then goes on to finish, and after pit stops, files out again with other drivers getting damaged and putting finishers in 2nd. That's badly worded. And a big shout out to the race winner, SLR Hypes. Yeah, those 2 are your drivers of the week. Congratulations to SLR Gareth. Liam's gonna have to do a course English. He wants to write up that again.
In the party, I want to say. I was helping out Gareth for that race, and along with Steve, as we normally do. And we were just really happy for him, really. Because, of course, I'm
Where's
in the
my
Red Bull
help
with him
during
now,
these races?
Huh?
Where's my help during these races? I'm shit this game.
It's unfair.
Well, you're my rival now. There's only 8
I'm your
points between
rival?
us in
How?
the championship.
There's only what points between us?
8.
Oh, there's only 8. What am I on,
Callum,
18?
Callum, you
18,
keep
you're
retiring all the time. It's like, what's up with you and DNFing?
It's not my fault half the time. It's due to dumb assholes
You
crashing
do
into you during the
realise-
middle of a race.
You do realise... oh shit, wait, press the wrong button. You
Do you
do
realise
realise that you're equal with Bob and... Now you're one behind, sorry, Bob, Hickman and Steve-O in the most
I'm fine with that.
retirements.
So it's now level off DNF then.
Hicklin and Steve are level with Bob, so we have three people on 26 retirements.
Of course, with
Ooh.
Bob no longer
That's it,
racing,
that's
it's
it.
hard to, for him to get more.
Yeah, but I mean, you've done 59 races and you've retired in 25 of them, so
Yikes.
Right?
I must say, it's not a great record. How many? I've had like 60 DNFs, haven't I? Which, considering I've 20 years of great after that.
you stayed 6.
Mate, I've had
you
some
are
really bad
correct.
races.
There's 8 points between us, Callum, and I've done race. Just I thought I'd let you know.
I don't care, mate, to be honest.
I wonder how many I have had that. I don't even keep track of my retirements.
Yeah, send the
Is
points, chat.
Steve-O.
No, the points.
I've got 8.
No.
I've got 8 retirements. Although I've done 71 races, so in the 8 retirements is probably...
It's quite good.
Hello!
We've had quite a few
Hello.
recently.
Here it is.
Steve-O!
How's it going?
Oh, good, how are you, mate?
Fine. We've managed to walk through our way to wait for you to come.
Good. Class quiz!
Yeah!
I know
Well,
you
then
got
clock.
me.
Everyone's
Begin the
so
quiz. I
fun.
already did the jingle technically, so.
Have you done the jingle up yet?
Yeah, he stole it from you.
That's alright.
I,
Sad now.
I kind of interrupted a little bit, so if you want to do it again, Callum, feel free.
Yeah, screw you. I'm not doing it again. Got a sore throat.
I did the chorus of my song.
If you want, I guess.
We get a new segment of the song every week, and then by the end of the season, we have a winning song.
We'll just release
Christmas
it.
#1 now.
Alright, ready? Alright, then I'll do it. Right, ready? It's Clock's
Yep.
quiz. We need to hear the answers. In Clock quiz, he tries to raise the bar. Ask Clock's quiz, it's full of fun and laughter. It's Clock's quiz, top stats of SLR. There you go, that's the chorus.
Oh, that's class. That's actually proper
That's
class. I love it.
Oh no,
Brilliant.
I got 4 verses as well.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's the
What are you doing this
Christmas
bedtime?
#1. We're going to hear
What,
it
what
all
do you mean?
week by week, and it's going to be Christmas #1, I promise.
What do you do while you're driving?
that singing that down the honestly, right? I was driving down the motorway and this literally singing that chorus over and over again.
Oh my god.
I you know when you got to get a song in your head and you can't sing. I thought of it and I kind of made the words up for it and then couldn't stop singing it. It was just in my head and I just kept singing
Yeah,
it.
that does happen. I have listened to that many times, and that sort of thing just is weird.
Some
You just stuck in your head.
people people get addicted to smoking or gambling or alcohol or whatever.
Or singing.
Steve is addicted to Clock's Quiz. That's amazing.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's get on with it then.
How many questions to speak about?
Yeah, it's fine. Fine. As
Yeah, it's
per
always fine.
usual.
It's always fine.
Exactly.
Why do you sound so
That's why we-
offended that it might have been more?
Here you go. It starts off well, then goes to hell. It's fine by question 3. By question 5, we've lost the will to survive, and
Oh my
Cock
God.
just gets angry. There you go. That's one of the questions.
Oh my lord.
Next week you gotta sing the whole thing. I'll give you 1 week to practice.
I didn't sing that.
Yeah. Anyway,
As I said, we're gonna get a new part of the song every week.
Yeah, there's the chorus and the verse. One of the
First.
verses.
There we go.
first question now. And I want to know who's the most successful driver in Baku? In SLR?
In a Scar.
Scott.
No.
It's not Scott. It's not Scott.
One win is enough to
Yes,
be the
Scott.
most successful one of the 4 seasons.
She said that was it.
Gunnar?
Right?
Nope.
I was going to say,
Hey, hey.
Easton's got one win in one race as well. Here. But
He scored 64 points in Baku.
64 points. So it's got to be someone that's been there a while then. Enough to do
Is
at
it
least
He's not here
60.
anymore.
Oh.
Maybe even 4 seasons.
Presto.
How many
Is it Presto?
64 points?
Not Presto.
Podium?
Nope.
Oh god, dude.
What division?
Mac
What
Beach?
division are we
Mac
looking
Beach?
at?
Pricey.
He was in multiple divisions.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Marrow?
Yes.
Alright, yeah.
Correct.
He was
Theo,
the-
correct.
Oh!
Look at that. What? This is why Steve comes to join the quiz.
Yeah.
And now it's a bit of a longer question. Let's see if you
Go on.
can manage that. We were talking about one-hit wonders today, but since we've gone through all the one-hit race win wonders, I want you to name as many as you can of the one-hit wonders in terms of championships. So
I call him
name
76.
name as
Exactly
many
the same.
drivers as you can in real life who has won championship.
Exactly.
So
Not
one
in
championship.
SLR, 'cause that is too easy.
Christ.
Nico
Um,
Hang on,
Rosberg.
right. Are we talking about people that have just won one championship throughout the whole of the F1? Is that the
Yeah.
answer?
Yes.
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 Nico Rosberg, Jensen Button.
Nico Rosberg, that's 1 down.
David
David
Hill.
Button.
Jack Villeneuve.
David Hill, that's 2 down. Jack Villeneuve, that's 3 down.
No, not Jensen Button.
Jensen Button, yeah, that's 4 down. I just got to hear
Yeah,
it.
Jensen Button.
Jensen Button.
Raikkonen.
Raikkonen,
Yes,
yeah.
Raikkonen. Good shout.
Right, so
5
now we're up
down.
to 2007. I don't have anymore.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Um,
Really? Rosberg. Yeah.
Oh god,
Couple,
Oh,
couple ones you've got to get still.
what's his name? Who
I
was
know you will.
in Rush? What's this called?
You're there.
Oh,
Andretti
McLaren
had one,
driver.
didn't he?
Andretti had one in 78.
Whoa.
Teammate with Ronnie Peterson
Fittipaldi?
as well. Well done. Fittipaldi had multiple.
Oh. I'm trying
about
to just remember
Nelson
names because
What about Nelson Piquet?
He's
Piquet
a
had
free.
one.
I think he's a 3-time world champion.
3,
Piquet.
is he? Yeah.
Might be 2, but
How long ago?
and Nigel Mansell.
So we're looking for one.
Mansell.
Oh, Nigel Mansell.
thank you.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good shout. Yeah, great shout.
Oh god.
There's still.
Asari had more than one, didn't he?
Yeah, he had 2. He got 51 or 52, I think. Yeah.
Graham Hill didn't have more, did he?
Oh,
Yeah, Graham Hill had 3.
Yeah, exactly.
I completely forgot who it was called. What's his name? The guy that won first ever winner of the
Hang on.
championship. He only got one, didn't he? Who was it? The 1950 champion, and he had one. I can't remember who it was. It
He is
wasn't
one of
Fangio,
them.
it was the other
The
guy.
1950 champion. Who was it that won the 1950? I had that question
Because
before.
it wasn't
Actually,
Fangio, it was the other one that was there at
Yeah.
the time.
the first world champion. But otherwise, you missed the 1980 world champion in the Williams, which you could get if you think. Well,
It's
from-
fuck what, his son, Keke Rosberg? No, it's not Keke Rosberg.
Oh no, it was. He didn't 1980, but he won the championship in 82, I think, or 83. So
Yeah, he
Keke Rosberg
won
is
one.
correct.
Yeah.
So Keke Rosberg is correct.
Shit.
How many more people are we looking for then?
We are looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's a lot.
7, 8, 9.
Christ. Really?
But the 76 world championship you need to get. Otherwise, I'm
It's a guy from Russia, isn't it?
yeah, I'm gonna
It's,
jump out of my window if you don't get that one.
No, but there's Nielsen from Sweden.
No, Sweden doesn't have any world champions. On the race winners.
Sorry, mate.
I'm still. It wasn't like a Ferrella, was it? I'm trying to remember what his name was, the top guy.
Oh, you're so close.
First guy.
You're so close. You're so close.
I'm actually-
Ferrari.
No, he's not called Ferrari.
What was his name?
But please,
Oh.
1976 won beat Nick
God.
Ronaldo to the
James Hunt,
championship.
James Hunt.
Oh,
Thank
James
you,
Hunt.
Callum.
Of course it was. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good shout.
So you're
Oh,
missing the two
Oh,
ones
that
I
hurt my
think you
head.
could get is you could get the 58 world champion. It was the first British world champion. You could get that one.
Oh,
Ooh.
that was fuck.
Jackie Stewart?
No, he's won 3.
No, yeah.
God.
Sterling
God.
Moss didn't win
I'm
one, did he?
Sterling
No.
Moss wins none. Best driver never to win a championship.
Who
Yeah.
was? There was the guy
Best
that
Scotsman.
wasn't the British. Oh, Mike Hawthorne. He was one.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mike Hawthorne. That's the
Great
one I
shout.
meant. 1958. Mike Hawthorne.
Where the
well
fuck
done.
did you
Yeah,
get?
I was
Where
trying
the
to
say
hell?
Damon Hill?
It was a
Where the
British
hell did
driver.
you get that from?
It's just me trying to remember my photographic memory, which isn't really photographic at the minute.
I was going to say, remember your photographic.
Did we say Damon Hill?
Yeah, they said it. It's
That's
only
why
a
I remember
couple ones
this
left.
guy
There's
that's
one
like
though.
Ferrella, but it isn't. I can't remember what his actual name is.
Oh, what team they won for?
There's one though you will know by me giving clues. I think he had a 50-year death day this weekend at Monza. He died at Monza 50 years ago, and he's the only posthum world champion.
So what? Post June.
Yeah, he won 6 of the first 8 races in 1969. Then he died at Monza 50 years ago, or 70 maybe it was 70. So yeah, and then he became world champion after he died.
Oh, really?
And they had a bit of a memory
Yeah.
of him in the real life Grand Prix, or maybe something.
What about
that he
Jules
was-
Villeneuve? Did he win it?
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't win one. World champion. Oh, I don't know then.
You're
Go
missing
on,
the,
you're gonna have
ni-
to
the
give it a-
Williams. Yeah, you're missing Williams' first world champion as well in 1980 from Australia, I'd
Yeah.
say.
From Australia. The only one from Australia I know is he's a double one, isn't he? What's his name?
Brabham, you mean?
No, the other one. What's the other one called? What's his name?
Who else from Australia?
There's 2 from Australia. There's two. There's 2 world champions from Australia, isn't there?
It's actually not much. I'm really pissed off that I've forgotten who this one is.
Who's the other one? You know, he's still around now. Like he's still. Oh, what's his name? Because when Webber, he like done a load of interviews when Webber won a race.
There's only.
I've remembered
Brabham
it.
has multiple
It was Farina.
championships from Australia.
Oh yeah, no, the one from Australia. There's a world champion from Australia,
Yes.
but it's not Brabham.
Oh,
yeah, that's who you're thinking
But
of,
he
isn't it?
doesn't have multiple. He only had one. Yeah,
No,
exactly.
yeah,
Alan
the one.
Jones.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, but I can't think of his name.
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Owen said Farina, so that's correct. He won 1950. You said
Did he?
Bailey,
Oh,
Farina.
my
Yeah,
God,
really
what's
long
his name?
time.
Clock, Alan Jones.
Alan
Alan
Jones.
Jones, well done.
Yes, well done. That's what I could picture his face. because he done all the interviews when Webber won races and stuff. He was always
Yeah.
on there, wasn't he, Alan Jones? Yes, I can picture. I just couldn't think of his name. Nice one, Callum. Well,
I'll tell you what years you're missing.
How many
now.
more?
You're missing the 1961 world champion. He's an American.
what? Andretti?
You're missing.
Fittipaldi?
I said
No, you said Fittipaldi, didn't you?
Fittipaldi is Brazilian.
Yes, hang on, you didn't say North American, did you? You just said
Yeah,
American.
I mean, Brazilian.
And the other one is Clark.
You're also missing the 1964 world champion. He's British, and he's also the only one who's won on both 4 and 2 wheels.
Oh,
Oh,
and 2 wheels.
Yeah.
Oh god.
yeah.
I hate you, Clark.
I know what you mean now. Yeah, what's his name?
You're missing the 1967 world champion from New Zealand. The 1970 world champion
one-
from Austria. And the 1979 world champion from South Africa.
Oh, well, that's Jody Scheckter.
Yes. Well done, Owen.
Jody Scheckter, good one. Yeah.
Only 4 to go now.
the-
Can we solve this?
The other one,
I just realised
one
we're
before
streaming.
him, I just had it in my mind and then I've forgotten. Where did you say they were from? The one before South Africa? Oh, no,
Austria.
Austria. Wasn't that like Berger or something like that?
No.
Yeah, Hadberger.
Berger was in the 80s.
Yeah.
I think there's a corner in the Red Bull Ring named after this guy.
You know, I feel I've
Hey.
got this Austrian fellow just in my head and I don't know who it is.
He was. This isn't gonna help you at all, but he was childhood friends with Helmut Marko, which I think is a bit funny.
Yeah, no, that's
Right,
what I'm confident.
Colin, give us the answer then, because we've still got 3 more questions.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
Jochen Rindt from Australia.
Yeah.
Denny Holm, New Zealand, 67. John Surtees.
Seriously?
Surtees!
Yes, of course it was.
I want to
The,
die.
I also
American
want to
one the American one was Phil Hill.
Oh. I've only just recently watched a video about him as well. Fuck, I'm dumb.
So I remember that there was more than, because I remember there's been more than just the Rosbergs where they've had with people with the surname that's the same but of like I don't know how to say it.
Damon
But like because we've had Phil and Damon Hill.
Phil Damon and
But
Graham.
Phil-
Rosberg has won a
Phil-
championship.
Not at all.
Phil isn't related to Graham and Damon, though. That's
Yeah, they're
No.
not related, but I mean like the
Just
first
the Hill.
surname. Because
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
did the list, I had to do the first like initial and then the surname sort of thing.
because there's Joss and Max Verstappen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
John,
champions.
Jan,
that's right.
and
That's father
Kevin
and son, they are
Magnussen.
related.
Yeah, they are related. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Anyway,
Next question.
this one is only 3 answers, but it's the same question, but constructors instead of drivers. This one is the hard one of the day.
Hang on,
This one
what
is
was
the
it?
hard one. Same question, but I want constructors now.
Brawn.
Drivers. Brawn, that's the easy one. Now there's 2 ones
Yeah, that's
left.
the-
That's
Alright,
the hard one.
alright, that's not easy, that's really hard.
Is it Jordan?
No,
No, they never won the world champion.
they were
Won
close
more than one,
in
didn't they?
'99, but they were close in '99,
That's what I
but they
thought,
never
yeah.
won anything.
God.
This is the tough one this week.
Is it BRM?
BRM, well done, Callum, well done. BRM
Who?
won. BRM,
Fair enough.
1962, they won the Constructors
What was
World
the-
Championship.
What was the year of the third one? Hold on.
69.
Oh god.
How many, is there only been 3, is there?
Yeah, only 3 years won.
Wow.
The drivers,
God.
69, the drivers were Jack Stewart, who won the
Yeah.
championship in this car.
Lotus? No.
That wasn't long.
Pretty sure
Lotus with it.
Oh,
Um,
it's oh no, what they called? I hate you, Clock. 'Cause I also recently watched a video where this car was actually. Oh, I'm gonna have to pause driving for a second. Oh my god.
He's had to pause his driving to think.
It's a bit of a trick one, because you would think when you heard Jackie Stewart, you would just think Tyrrell all the time, but
It's not Tyrrell, it's
this car didn't go by the name of Tyrrell, although Ken Tyrrell was heavily involved. They were
Yeah,
partnered with him, but
I hate you. Shut up.
He's crying. He's crying.
I can't think of it. Oh no! I can't. Oh,
Look what you've done. You've pushed them into tears. This is what happens in the quiz.
Oh,
Um,
This is where the
I know the name.
Fox quiz is the best. It brings people to
It's on the
tears.
tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can.
This
I
was
can
literally
picture
me,
the
like,
livery of the
doing
car.
come on. How about we have an initial? I reckon if we get an initial, Callum is going to get shredded.
I'll have a stroke.
it starts with an M.
Oh no!
It didn't help.
Oh,
Was
It
it,
had a
um,
Ford
God,
engine.
it's cold.
was it that March team?
Oh,
No, not March.
oh my God.
Because that wasn't that the team that he started playing.
Minardi.
He started. I don't know. It's definitely not Minardi.
Was I right, Minardi?
No, it's not Bernard.
No. Fuck, what's it
No.
called? Did it start with mortar?
What?
Was it mortar something?
More?
Oh, I can't think.
Motor.
Sorry,
You
you've said
thought he
M and
thought it
it's put
starts
me
with
off
motor.
actually.
M.A.
God, I'm actually struggling.
He's got it right
Before
on
I
the
actually-
tongue, but he can't get after two initials.
Yeah, it's
Or
it's
two
because
letters,
you
I
said
should
the
say.
initial that it's sort of gone away when.
If it
was Macho.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
It was as well. Oh,
Of course it was, he just said it.
I had no chance of that.
He's beaten us.
I hate
Yeah,
you
well done,
so
Clock.
much.
Right,
that's just
question
not the
4.
first time.
I was lucky to get BRM.
No, I'm impressed with that actually. You got it very quick as well. That was very good. I'll have to keep that one. Since we have 2 Division 2 admins here and
Oh no!
Division 3 LO, I'm gonna test you a
Hello.
bit on your own division knowledge.
My
The
division's
being-
brand new. What you on about?
But being on the one hit wonder team, although this isn't really a one hit wonder thing, but can you tell me the drivers in Division 2 and Division 3 who's currently on 1 license point?
One license point.
Oh,
What the hell kind of question's
what
that?
kind of question is this?
It isn't me. It isn't me. Come on, 2. So I don't know.
How many
Just looking to see if
That is
anyone
random
actually...
as shit, that is.
Just looking to see if anyone
Oh
actually...
my
If
God.
anyone actually knows...
Oh no. Fox quiz is going
If
down.
anyone actually
That is,
ever...
that is wrong.
If anyone
One
actually
license point.
scrolls through...
What do you get one license point for?
That's 5-second penalty.
Is it?
Yeah,
Can you do it?
Yeah,
Oh
5
my
seconds.
God.
penalty.
Well, it could be anyone. Clock.
Which is why I thought it was Neelix.
Can't be Clock.
I remember he had one from Spain, I think, as well. Neelix. Because he got 5.
Yeah,
he
that's
got one
correct.
license
That's correct.
last week.
Yeah,
But
that's
he
correct.
got one.
Yeah, this is
He got one from Monaco.
Yeah.
And I thought I said about, oh, well, that's alright then.
God.
I thought he
Is
had more.
it? I'm trying to think. I haven't got
Clint?
a focus. You would only have one.
I've got 2.
I was just wanted to see if anyone actually ever scrolls down this license points screen and picks up anything.
I do for my own to see how many I've got.
Yeah.
that's about it.
I just know from how many penalties I've got.
Clark, Kicklin. Am I right or wrong?
You are wrong.
Damn.
I'm trying to think who's dirty, but not that dirty. I can't think of anyone.
There's only one in Division 3. You're not gonna get him, I don't think.
Dodgy.
Yeah, actually, he got it this week, so you might get him.
This week.
He literally
Yeah,
got
only
the
one.
penalty in
Only
Monaco.
one license point.
Yeah, but that means he got a 5-second penalty in Monaco.
There was an incident I remember reading that was involving SPHH, but I don't think it was him that got the
It
penalty.
was him. It was
It
him.
was.
Oh my word!
Oh my
Where
god.
did you pluck that from?
I read it on the
I'll give you that one, mate. I'll give you that one.
In fairness, though, I just realised that this is the kind of a test on the race report, really.
Yeah,
Because
that's
the
what I'm
ones
thinking.
the ones
there
in
just one
Division
more?
2, the ones in Division 2 is also most of them this week, I'd say.
Because
See, I haven't
Yeah,
seen
two
the
of them.
report yet, so.
Yeah, 2 of them is this week, so you've got Neelix.
2 of them was this week. There was only one other driver got penalties this week.
In Division 2.
Yeah. And that was Rockerman, I'm pretty sure. And wasn't him, because he got 45 seconds.
So we had one more penalty in Division 3.
So was it somebody
It
else?
was-
that retired?
Hang on, you said there was only one in Division 3?
I think
No,
it's
Division 2, sorry. Yeah, I meant
Oh, sorry.
But, so he must have retired then, I guess.
The thing is that he didn't get a time penalty for it. He just got 1 license
He
point.
just got a license.
Drastic Blaze.
No, that's not place. But Jurassic Blade do.
Originally,
It wasn't.
sent,
Okay, but wait.
not again, but it was
Wait.
like kind of with an incident with original, if I remember right, wasn't it? That it was in
Very well done. First of all, I'm very impressed by Callum because Jurassic Place is correct. He's the third one who's completely random.
Yeah.
He's the third one who I didn't expect you to get to, who's completely random. But then there was original Neelix and SPHH got the license point this week.
Oh.
So
So I got all the 3 from this week.
anyone
I'll take
who
that.
had read the report a bit
I hadn't seen the
more
report yet.
careful
So.
would have noticed it.
Yeah, I had a proper.
Oh, I haven't read
read
this
through
news
the-
yet. I've been driving to 10 o'clock, so I don't know chance to look at it.
Yeah,
but
the
can
last
that, like,
one
tell
you
you-
could get.
Question 5.
It's the
Yeah, last one. It isn't impossible, but it isn't easy. So we're coming to back of then. Who has actually? There's two answers now. I'll say that. But name the 2 drivers who have the most podiums at Baku, who's currently still in the league. So one. The
Scott.
most podiums
Scott?
at Baku that need to be in the league. No, he's only on 1.
And that was the win.
So if he's in then it's not the only other driver that I know who's been on the podium there.
Mac Beach?
Nope.
Oh no, still in the league, so he won't be.
Hang on, what was the answer? Who was the answer? This is question 1. That gave us an idea. Who was the I can't remember what the
It
answer
can't be
was.
him.
Marrow. Oh, not currently. Damn. Okay, I'll shut
No,
up.
he's not still. The thing is that the guy who's
Anger.
had 2 podiums is
You.
Camaro has had 2 podiums, Trapman has, Presto has, Relic has, and Yolo Gamer has, but there's 2 more who's still in the league and I want those 2, and
And
it's
they're
not
both
Ryan Gans,
two.
not me. Yes, because no one has more than 2 podiums at Baku.
There's the Perez then. How many Perez get? He has
J-
2, doesn't he?
Hang on, how many
Two.
people, how many Jam or Ham have they got? Have they been in the league for 2?
They
No.
went.
This
They
is
joined
their
after
second
Baku
season.
They've only had
season
one
3, innit?
race.
Yeah, in season 3 they did like 2 races, so
Yeah, Brazil, wasn't it?
Abu
That's it.
Dhabi or Brazil. Didn't
Yeah, they come in Brazil. Yeah, I remember actually.
Well, I can't think of who it is.
Neelix,
Dead Paul?
Hicklin have one.
Hicklin, yeah, Hicklin is one of them. He has 2 podiums.
I know he had one.
Oh, well
top
done.
one. He comes second.
He has 4 races, 2 podiums.
I'm trying to remember who the
so either
podium
he's gonna
was
score podium or
last year.
crash.
I don't think it's going to help.
I can't
What
think of
division
it.
they're currently in?
Yeah, go on. It was the other
How about, wait, how about...
They're
So I
currently
haven't done any like elite drivers yet. Has Freeman won?
they're currently in Division 1.
Oh. And it's not your Ranger.
It's not Beast.
No,
He's not
he's
currently
in the
racing.
elite anyway.
Top Gooner.
That's a shout.
Nope.
Oh,
Um,
McEwen?
Oh, there we go. Well done, Owen.
Oh, hey,
Well, hey.
we've done it.
Is that the last
we've
question?
bested it
Or is
again.
that
Yeah, that was the last question. So I think, well, Owen was the best one of you today. I think Callum needs
Let's
to.
go. Never.
Callum needs to be mad that he didn't get the stewards in 1969 winning constructors team.
I'm very mad.
Yeah, well done.
It's
I'm
right,
just glad I got BRM and then Drastic Players.
I got 2 questions right, so I'm happy with that.
And you get to work on your singing now for next week.
Well, no. Do you want me to sing us out? I'll sing us out with another a chorus and another verse.
Oh no, we can't get 2 T's just yet. That's too much. We'll have the whole song
Yes.
done by
Nah,
Canada.
Oh, I got fucking loads. I got loads, mate. I got loads of verses. That's right.
So you, that's good. That would be an amazing thing if you could have a new verse every week, like 2
I could do
lines.
that. We could do that. That'd be alright. Do it about the previous one.
Can we sign a petition to do Baku backwards? Because I love it more than doing Baku forwards.
No.
Well,
That's going to
Go
be
on
a
then,
new
sing
segment
out.
of the podcast every week.
sing out the pod with the lovely quiz song.
It's Clock's quiz. We need to hear the answer. In Clock's quiz, he tries to raise the bar. At Clock's quiz, it's full of fun and laughter. It's Clock's quiz, top stats of SLR. There you go.
Beautiful. Music to my ears, mate.
There you go. How's that? That's good, isn't it?
Awesome.
Also, everyone, okay, so to the end of the podcast. I hope you have all enjoyed.
Have you done
this.
Driver of the Week? Have you done Driver
Yeah,
of the
Yes,
Week?
we
did
have
it,
done
while we
Driver
were
of the
waiting
Oh,
for
have I missed it? Oh.
Ah, you have missed it.
We thought we'd get
Yeah.
that out of the way
Well,
because
congratulations
we
to
knew which one
Gareth.
you would prefer
Fair
to
play
miss.
to you. Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, thank you all for joining this strange episode of the SLR podcast. We are nearly at 20 episodes. Of course, it's episode 18 next week. I can't tell you what the topic is because I've actually got a
So I
topic
know
this
there's
week.
episode 17 this week.
Aye. Anyway,
if you know
thank
why,
you
if
to-
you know, you know.
yeah. So, thank you for my co-host who joined in the last 10 minutes, technically.
Well, yeah, but at least
Um,
I come with songs, didn't I?
Yes, you came with songs and quiz, so thank you for
Took me out of my acting co-host role quite quickly.
thank you to Steve for joining us. Thank you for my surrogate co-host for a bit, Owen, for of course joining. And thank you for Clock for the amazing quiz as usual. Stumped us this week, but hopefully we'll come back next week with more knowledge, which will probably not happen because we're lazy as hell. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.